This falls under the headline of like when you're starting to learn things in game, like girls that travel a lot, have sex a lot with a lot of random men. They like to travel because they can stay anonymous. Again, anonymity is the key here. If a girl fucks up her reputation big enough, gets crazy, arrested during a breakup, fucks every guy in town, destroys her reputation with alcohol, drugs, sex parties, she will move to a completely new city, get a fresh start, and meet a new guy who will never know about her fuck up and her past. And this is normal girl behavior. If you meet a girl at work and you say, hey, what brought you to town? I just moved here from San Diego. What brings you down? Oh, I just needed a fresh start. I just wanted to visit. My sister lives here. Girls do not move across the country. They do not move from city to city, except for two things. They're either moving to a guy. I moved here for my boyfriend. They'll tell you too. Because they don't want to either get hit on or they do want you to hit on. Or they're running from someone or a situation that they created themselves. So just know that there's never a major action taken by a female that's not started by a man. But like she's running from something or she's running to something. And if she comes into town, it's because her sister lives there. It's because she needed a fresh start. Whatever she did back in San Diego made the paper, ruined her friend group. She can't go out. Everybody knows her. Therefore, she has to move towns and start over. And every time I kind of post this, there will be one or two guys jumping in. They'll be like, yeah, this girl was in our town and she literally just fucked everybody. And then she moved and now she's on Facebook with her new husband and they have a perfect lifestyle. Girls are very, very good at covering their tracks and starting fresh. And a lot of guys will be like, well, how can this be? Doesn't the guy suss it out or, can he? No, your average dude, he's not thinking about any of that stuff. Whatever she tells him, that's good enough. And he's happy with it. She's had 3 boyfriends. Great. She moved here for a job. Fantastic. Now they're together. It's one less thing he has to worry about. He's got a cute girl he can have sex with. He can get drunk or high, and he can pursue his hobbies. He's happy. That's your average guy. They're not thinking about any of this stuff. And so that's the real deal. And she'll keep him away from her hometown. She'll keep him away from her family and just a fresh start and have a completely normal life. That's why when you guys, sometimes these guys like want girls that have kind of like gotten crazy to pay. They very rarely, they pay in inconvenience. Long-term, girls that are attractive are going to land a man of some value and he'll take care of her eventually. That's the real deal. They tend to land on their feet. And it makes a lot of guys mad because you don't have a net, and that's okay. But that's just the way it is. They have a net, which is their looks, as long as they don't gain 50 or 100 pounds and can fake a pleasant personality for a little while, they are going to be just fine. But a lot of times they'll have to literally pack up and move to a different city to completely restart their life. And guys in the comments will usually say, yeah, I just met a girl last week that just moved to town. There's no connection. So they're either, if they don't say I moved here and then they go, and you can say, well, what brought you here? Well, I had a boyfriend and we broke up. That's a legitimate move, or I was married and we divorced and now I'm here. So if you don't get a whole lot of background and there's not a guy that they're coming to, you're looking at a girl that probably has a mugshot somewhere or all of her nudes are all over the place. But again, it gives her a chance to be anonymous and get a fresh start. And if she's attractive, she's going to land on her feet. That's just the way it is. So let's see what else we have on the timeline. I only kept 2 things up. We'll see what we got. And if you guys have any questions, go to YouTube. You can post it. Yeah, this is a good example. Back in my hometown, we had a girl named Lori. She married a guy in the next county over and has a perfect Facebook marriage. Sometimes girls will realize they can't get a fair shot due to their self-made reputation and will physically move to another city, start over fresh. That's your basic story. They got to start fresh. The dude will never know anything. If somebody brings it up, he's mad at them, not at her. And that's just the way it is. That's why you don't ever want to get between a guy and his ideal girlfriend.